Welcome to the Gomez house. My name is Chelsea M. Warren and I'm the scenic designer who, with the amazing team and director, envisioned this house. Welcome. First, I'll take you through our foyer area. So one of the things we did, the playwright writes that this house is where wealth lives, and we're in Pasadena, California. So we looked at a lot of Spanish colonial homes that were there and found this amazing door of detail that I love, that the scene shop built so beautifully and the painters painted gorgeously, that looks just like what we were seeing in this research, this very elaborate door that also is frosted so we can see shadows as people arrive. And we allude to more of the house with family portraits, and the props team reached out to the actors and they gave childhood photos and wedding photos and vacation photos so that we get a sense of their lives going up the staircase. The father, Enrique, is a bit of an audiophile, so we gave him an audio setup over here, and there's tunes playing throughout the show, and there's a remote control, and this is all the vision of our amazing director, Laura, who, as we push the buttons on the remote control, stereo goes on, things go awry, there's built-in lighting everywhere, that goes on and off. The playwright mentions in the play that there's a fire that goes on and off, and I love this beautiful fireplace that the props and lighting team collaborated on. Out from the audience, I think looks really real and adds that beautiful aquas. We were looking for a color palette of the warm colors of the woods and the tiles, but really also offsetting it with blues, and I love this tile. So the living room has to be high-end on a theater budget, so a lot of trips to Facebook Marketplace, finding the perfect things that go together and look luxe is the word we kept thinking about, and we wanted neutrals with pops of blues and these burnt siennas everywhere. There's some clowning in the show. People roll on the sofa. There's a big fight sequence in here. There's a piñata with a piñata stick, so we had to pick the coffee table that had a lip so that the piñata stick would always stay right here so they could find it again. There's lots of little details and nooks built in so that they can do all the fight choreography and dancing and all sorts of stuff that happens right in here. All over the set, our amazing lighting designer, Erica, added little light details. So there's little light built-ins over all of the nooks and under all the staircases. They all are color changing on the fireplace. It's just, there's sconces everywhere so that every area can be really controlled. And as the show goes from daytime into dark, we slowly lose the exterior lighting and we get more and more luminescence inside of here. And I think a really fun thing is I decided to add these ceiling beams, which I love, into the above because there's such gorgeous height in the Copacan stage, but I'm blocking a lot of the stage lights. So the lighting designer added a number of lights, track lights up into these ceiling beams, but still it's not enough. So there's some theater lights hidden up here that we're covering with these gorgeous ferns so that you can see the beautiful actors. All right, let me take you into the dining room. So there is a big meal that happens in the show, and Laura and the props team spent a lot of time picking out the perfect place settings because it's very important to the mother in the show that she's really set a gorgeous table. They take photos of it, and also we worked hard to bring in those blues that we were trying to contrast things with, and we went down to the detail of the props team painted the bottom of the glasses more blue to really pop the blues, which I think really does make that luxe look. One of my favorite parts of the set is what's happening right here. We decided to give the father a nook that he could retreat to throughout the show when he's dealing with heavy feelings. And so we made Enrique's nook that was inspired by an actual Pasadena home that had a round window, and so that he can go there in his fancy chair, that he can be hidden here, and then in the exact moment we need, he can turn around and surprise everyone. And we were building into the set these little nooks and crannies of windows based on the Spanish colonial architecture where people could pop in and we could follow them around the set. Well, I'm so glad to have had you in the Gomez house. It's been such a delight working here at the Copacan stage and making this gorgeous home with this amazing team of artisans. And I'm thankful that you stopped by.